Sure. Seems good to me we've appeared on one of them Notice Me Senpai episodes. I say so because I do spy with my comically oversized eyes, one StallordD and one Nasuth, and way down here in front appears to be the majestic, if not cumbersome sight of one Xenogelion. Even that don't take the biscuit. Yellow Xeno, how's in the senpai in?
No word of a lie. I had to close my eyes and focus on everything he just said. I'm fucking English and I fucking struggle to understand what the fuck he just said.
Wow.
I didn't know you were French.
Oh my god. Yeah. No. Okay. Let's. This is gonna be one of those episodes. I'm just gonna be like one all the time.
Good to hear. Now, I suppose we get on with the questioning. And you did say this was an Ask Me Anything episode, so more fools you. So question 1, Beano 95 edition. As we've been told that we can ask you anything, I'm reminded that a lot of the current anime have a great deal more wholesomeness than they usually do, with positive affirmations and found family tropes all over. So, can you tell us, from your very specific perspective of not being a handsome and accomplished international spy, how it feels to know you'll never have an assassin wife and a telepathic daughter?
I was like, where the fuck are you going with this? Okay, right. I like to think that clearly you have yet to realize just how ruggedly handsome my good looks are to be an international super spy, to the point of you completely overlook the fact that maybe I am an international super spy and just look the part of your bog standard fat nerding bald toy collector, and you know it's the perfect disguise. You'll never know.
It's all just rubber and other like false body parts. It's not real. You just rip it all off at night and you go out in your tuxedo.
It's all CG, right?
Have we ever seen Xeno and Daniel Radcliffe in the same place at the same time?
Oh my god. Xeno, do you have guns attached to your hands right now?
I can neither confirm nor deny whether or not there are guns attached to my hands right now. What with being what's called Britain's MI7's greatest super spy. Sorry, we don't talk about MI7. But no, I mean, to be honest, Anya is really fucking teeing up to be best girl of spring
12 seconds later.
22. I knew you said 2016. I'm like, fuck, that's wrong year entirely.
You'd be a bloody good actor. You can't even remember the year. Nobody expected you to be a spy.
It's not even 2021. I mean, I might be able to forgive you if you said 2021, but 2016, jeez.
Yeah, what's a year? Okay, cool. Yeah, so, Anya, best girl, your best abbreviation, and me, best super spy. Next question.
Alright, so everyone's degeneracy had to start somewhere.
Oh dear God.
What was the first anime you've ever watched?
So, I always thought for the longest time it was the Guyver, the 91 adaptation of the Guyver. But it turns
out... But you recently realized it was cat soup.
No. That trauma didn't start there. No, but it turns out the first one I ever watched was actually Laputa Castle in the Sky. And I hadn't actually...
Good place.
Yeah, I hadn't actually realized that I saw that before the Guyver, because I watched that like quite young. But the first one I truly appreciated was, the Bio Boosterama. Yeah, that was it. And Jesus Christ, like being a 13-year-old watching something that had a 18 BBFC rating with blood, gore, bones, monsters, and all sorts of weird and wonderful shit. I'm like, yeah, there can't be anything traumatic in this. The nightmares I had, man. The nightmares I had.
Yeah, that shit's a fucking rough place to start, guys.
Yeah, and that made you the man you were today.
A giant degenerate. A giant degenerate of culture.
And super spy.
Can't forget that. Around my 7. But yeah, no, I watched that. I had horrible nightmares, including like the Lou Ferrigno Incredible Hulk, and yeah, good times, good childhood. Now I'm thinking back, how much trauma did I actually receive as a child? Moving on.
With My Dress Up Darling finished for the season, where are you going to get your extremely horny slice of life now? Just, I mean, Is there anything in this season that can compare to that level?
Yes. I mean, we have Data Live. I mean, come on, Data Live.
Okay.
Season 4. There's gonna be the fan service galore, and yeah. But nowhere near to the same extent as Marin. Just like, and I'm wearing a bikini randomly, stripping off in front of you. I'm like, what the fuck? The day Reddit exploded.
Baby jiggle physics heard around the world.
Oh my god.
Moving on then. See no evil monkey. On a more light-hearted note as compared to my last question, we've seen our fair share of best girls so far this last few seasons. These include, but aren't limited to, Raftalia, Komi, Marin, Vivi, and even Akane Ryuzoji. Now, if all of them were age-appropriate for an old fogey like yourself, which of the last few seasons' best girls would you actually prefer to date?
I heard half of that, and I was really fucking trying. Like, dear God, that accent.
Well, you are really fucking trying. I'll agree with that.
I mean,
trying my patience.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so first off, I just want to point out these are 2D characters, right? You know, as a reclaimed international super spy.
Don't pretend you wouldn't, eh? We've seen your pillows.
No, you haven't. I have them stored safely in the cupboard. I don't know, like, I also have to think about the age of them, because, like, I'm gonna say Toru.
No, if they be age appropriate, I said.
Yeah, but, like, Marin isn't age appropriate. She's 15.
But if she was.
If she was
18 or 25 or whatever.
So we're just changing them all to be age appropriate.
I don't like this.
Oh, yeah. I'm sticking with Toru. There you go.
You do be one of the best girls.
Oh my god. Stallord, I feel how uncomfortable you are right now. I mean, I'm
This is a loaded question. This is so loaded.
Oh my god, next.
So we know that every season there's always a big hit, mega popular anime. Sometimes it's warranted, sometimes it's not. So, what do you think is the most overrated anime ever? Aside from Spirited Away, because you're a weirdo.
You do be a weirdo like that.
So, the big thing is, like, you know, there's popularity versus mainstream. So, even though there are more people than the sun that have watched things like Naruto and Bleach and things, they don't get, like, perfect scores. Like, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Like, you know, Full Metal Alchemist is, like, really highly rated and shit like this. I'm leaning towards. Hold on, where does Death Note live on this shite-ass scale of popularity? Oh fuck! Attack on Titan. There you go.
I knew it was going to be Attack on Titan.
Well, I had to work out what was there first. I had to work out what was up there first. And, like, yeah, it's like, I watched the first season, but everything I hear as it goes on is just like, you know, and then they didn't fucking get a bloody, Code Geass. Oh, God, no. Sorry. Take it all back. Fucking hell. That time I got reincarnated as a slime.
Oof. That time I got reincarnated in a gazebo.
That time I got reincarnated into the coffin, because I was waiting so long for anything to happen.
Fair dues.
That time I got reincarnated after watching That Time I Got Reincarnated as a slime. Oh my god. Yeah.
CGI anime is becoming more and more frequent. There are plenty of terrible examples like Berserk 2016 and middling examples like Shikizakura, but with really glorious productions like Dorohedoro, which is so well animated that I really had to look close to see it after you told me it was CG.
Yep.
Do you think that this style has a future and could supplant traditional 2D art in the industry?
Yeah, I think it has a future down the toilet. Yeah, no, it's like everything's gonna become CG, like everything's gonna become live action, right? That's, you know, we used to have cartoons of the Marvel superheroes, and then it all became live action. The cartoons just ceased to exist because God knows what Disney does with them. And that's what's going to happen to anime. It's no longer going to be animated or CG. It's going to be live action. No, I'm joking. The best thing for this stuff is for it to be used in tandem. So you're doing CG where you can get away with it, and you're doing hand animation where you can't, right? It's like practical effects versus CG stuff. Like, still, I don't understand how fucking John Wick fell off a fucking 7-story building and somehow fucking survived, right? When the first two movies
because
were
he's
nothing
the one.
No,
he's the one.
No, fuck off, right? Just fuck off.
Alright, let's be moving on before we get too deep into that.
Yeah.
Nemo Ocean Explorer. It is known by some that you are a little bit of an audiophile.
Yeah.
Which, for those of us that ain't got the knowing of it, means he gets a little hot under the collar for them audio frequencies, like.
What's going on right
because
now?
Because of this, there are many things that you might enjoy if they weren't quite so irritating on the ears.
Yes.
It's time to ask you a very important question on the theme of would you rather. Would you rather watch 57 hours of the Ayaya Intensive Voice song on repeat, or the entire series of the Japanese audio Black Clover?
I fucking mother... I fucking hate his voice so much. Okay, so 50 hours would I be in a padded room?
Well, you think we'd have to restrain you so you couldn't hurt yourself?
Force his eyes open like in Clockwork Orange, so he has to watch the screen.
With them little eye drops to make sure you don't dry out too much.
Fuck, this is torture regardless. This is...
We know. How many lights be there, Mr. Xeno?
There are 4 lights.
You do have to consider that Asa is not on screen for quite a lot of the time.
Yeah, but he's on it enough.
Whereas Ayaya would be on repeat for a minute at a time.
Yeah, okay. I'll go Black Clover and hope for the love of God I have some Deadpool trauma X-Men superpower shit happen, and I can somehow become immune to it.
But you finally found something that will make you watch it.
Superpowers.
I mean, yeah, superpowers.
I think you've already suffered enough of me being in this episode, so I'll keep it short. With YouTube's algorithm being what it is, if you want to help Xeno create shows like this, the best things you can do are like and subscribe, leave a comment, and share this video with your friends. If you'd like to help even more, Xeno's also got a Patreon, where for only $1, you get a whole bundle of goodies, like an extended version of the show you're watching right now. Alright, see you back in the courtroom.
No more torment, and let's move on.
Yeah.
So here's a bit of a polarizing question. Is Avatar: The Last Airbender anime? What about Wakfu? Where does the line end?
Okay, so I actually adopted this from Corridor Digital, where they talk about anime and things like this. And realistically, I agree with them that anime is about the energy that is presented in a show. And Avatar: The Last Airbender, I feel, has a lot more of this energy. It's like, actually, that's what we need to do, guys. We need to actually create a whole brand of, you know, those caffeinated drinks, like, you know, oh crap, I can't remember. Huel, you know, the powders you put in your shake. We need to energy. Right, anime energy. That's what we need to do. What's it called? You know, let's become business partners. Create energy, like, you know, animated. Yeah.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah. Certainly, Avatar is anime, but things like Spy Girls, like, no, fucking no. Ugh.
Okay, well then, what about super slow anime?
What do you mean?
Is that anime?
That Realist Hero show.
Oh, that fucking hard track. That didn't have any animation budget to begin with.
Non-Biori, then.
I have no idea what that is.
Get out of my life.
Well, Lucky Star still carries that energy, and that, you know, is like fucking no action in it whatsoever. It's about the energy. The energy. Patent pending.
I know Thaylien said no more torture, but I have a very simple question for you. Why do you think Devilman Crybaby is better animated than Akira?
Motherfucker! Well, clearly, Devilman Crybaby... Fuck you so much, you gigantic... I do not believe it. Devilman Crybaby takes the luxury of not... restricting itself to the paltry 3 dimensions of linear space that animation can truly absorb and become part of. And if you fucking put another fucking Devilman Crybaby clip in this, I swear love of God, man. And it is by far the superior animation style. I feel sick. And nothing can compare to how the only thing that is slightly better than Devilman Crybaby's animation is that of X-Arm. Oh, fuck. I feel like I need soap. I need soap.
See, I'd still rather look at Tetsuo in his horrible, bloated form than Devilman Crybaby.
Yeah, I would. I really would rather look at Tetsuo's horrible, bloated, weird, bulbous baby form than fucking Devilman Crybaby. God, I feel like I've just vomited in my mouth saying that.
Let's be having a palate cleanser. Real old fishing line. When it comes to trends in recent anime, well, you mentioned there's been a lot more wholesomeness from the creators, as if they realise that anime doesn't have to be all about the big swords and fight scenes in order to promote the kind of wish fulfillment that makes people happy. But in recognition of the older anime, full of big swords, bigger fights, and even bigger hair, what would you do if you picked up a magic sword and said the words, "By the power of Grayskull"?
Oh, okay. First off, I'd find Castle Grayskull, right? I would go out my fucking way to find out where the hell Castle Grayskull is. I would be buffed the entire time, which would, like, okay, granted, it would make it easier for me to sit in the seats at the cinema because, you know, I'm more like upside down triangle than regular pointed upward triangle. Gets a little difficult.
Like a pear.
More carrot than aubergine.
More carrot than aubergine. Or melon. Just go for like fucking watermelon. There you go. Yeah, I'd go on an epic quest to find Castle Grayskull and, I don't know, make it a sweet banging bachelor pad. Right, you know, get all my anime wall scrolls up, get my body pillows out, you know, get some projectors, just constantly streaming anime. Probably plug up the whole energy of the universe bullshit because like it'd be too light. You know, I need to embrace my inner NEET and live in the darkness. And then hope one day when I finally shuffle off this mortal coil, I get greeted by a goddess to reincarnate me into another world with no gazebos.
Well, that's impressive. Did you gentlemen notice I managed to get away with calling Xeno a reference for penises without him noticing?
Wait, what?
I think it's because he's only understanding like 50% of what you're saying, so you can probably say a lot of things.
Wait, what? Wait, did he, what?
But would you do a cover of Four Non Blondes? What's going on? As with your sword.
Oh,
with
is
your
that
He-Man
the
sword.
oh god, the heck?
Yeah,
100%. Right. So I'm not one for knowing lyrics of song, right? I genuinely am not, right? We were at Five Guys. It was Lozendai, right? It came on the radio, and not only did I know every word, right? The staff was singing, and I was singing with them, right? Loz was like, "What the fuck am I seeing here?" No, I was way into it. I fucking love that. It's such an amazingly dumb song. I love it.
It do be good for the vibes.
Yeah.
I wanna be with you and make believe with you, and we will always. I love that song.
Yeah. Same feels.
Next question. What anime needs another season? Like One Punch Man, I think, could use a second season. What about you?
One Punch Man could certainly use a second season, rather than no second season at all. No Game No Life certainly needs a second season. Gun Gale Online could do with a second season. Bloodborne needs a second season. God, Konosuba needs a second season.
Would that be like a reference to the Attack on Titan second last season and third last season?
I swear Attack on Titan is going to turn into fucking the naming convention of most artists' PSD files, which is like Attack on Titan Final Season version 2, Attack on Titan Final Season version 2. It's gonna fucking happen because they are milking the shit out of that.
It'll have a ways to go before it catches up with the Final Fantasies, which never really understood that name.
If you could turn your life into an anime, would it continue to be slice of life / slice of work? Or would you add in crazy elements like superpowers and aliens and space battles and all that nonsense?
So I do like me some slice of life, don't get me wrong. But the sheer fact that when you actually have those animes like Data Live, when there's the crazy space battles and what have you, and this high school student suddenly stops going to high school and no one bats a fucking eyelid, right? He lives on a house by himself with a bunch of girls and no one bats an eyelid, right? I'm all down for that kind of shit, right? Give me the crazy bullshit shenanigans. I just love that complete irresponsibility. And the problem is, with slice of life stuff, that responsibility is still there. So even though I love it, and I even love the whole fish out of the barrel situation with things like Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid or whatever, the problem is, you still have to work. I want the bullshit of everything. No one bats an eyelid. That's what I want.
So more furikuri than Dragon Maid.
Okay. So I didn't say snort all the drugs and see what happens. Right?
No, but you heavily employed it.
No. I want lack of responsibility, not manic trauma to the face region with a frying pan. I don't want fucking Looney Tunes here.
That'd be a shame. I was planning that for next weekend.
Oh, dear God.
Alrighty, I believe that'd be it for the normal episode, and only the Patreon type supporters can come on with us for the last questions.
Okay.
So here, the rest of us must have to say goodbye to the regular YouTube viewers. It's been a pleasure, folks. We'll see you on the other side.
They probably won't do that. Let's be real. That's that's going to ruin the flow of when we get to the outro.
And then outro.
Well, yes, exactly that. You know, a lot of people think gazebo be an actual foreign language word, but no, it actually comes from the English. The gaze about.
Okay.
Short for, contraction of. Surprising that.
That's nice.
Oh.
I have no idea what he's saying.
The more you know. So, I think that sums up our questions. For the YouTube audience just coming back for the outro, welcome back.
Fuck you.
They weren't watching like some boat or something going like, wait, when are they going to come back? Like, it did just cut straight to the outro, Thaylien.
Unless Nasuth puts in a meme. That'd be fantastic if he did. Of a boat going out and then coming back in again.
Oh my God.
Could be somewhere like Norway, because that way he could put barcodes.
Just say the goddamn thing!
Scandinavian.
Oh my God.
But it is getting late, and it's time to put Grandpa Xeno to bed. So thanks all for listening. And from me, from StallordD, and from Nasuth too. Because they be good sorts.
Wait, what happened to Nasuth 1?
Good question. I think we lost him when he had to do the editing.
Shit! You let out my secret. Oh, Xeno, you're supposed to be a good spy. I can't believe this.
Alright. Well, hopefully they be good enough sorts to help the lifting and carrying. We need to get Xeno up the stairs. Still, from all of us here, and from Xeno too, say goodbye, Xeno.
Goodbye, Xeno.